But it's a few examples. I mean, it's another interesting thing is I had it bad in primary school. I was very, very quiet in primary school. But things got even worse when I went to secondary school. In fact, they started, I think, possibly the year before I started secondary school, so it wasn't even that. I think, it. I have looked into this a little bit, and that is normal. Um, that you go through adolescence, and it's all this kind of maturity thing. It's almost like you've learned all your childhood skills, and you think you're doing all right. Right? It's like, yeah, blag that. You know, people think I'm vaguely normal or whatever, and then suddenly you've got a new set of rules and you're having to relearn. I mean, obviously everyone goes through that, but for most kids it comes more naturally to them than others, like people like me. So suddenly I just really went into myself, and it's like people, other girls talking about makeup, boys, and I'm like, oh no, that doesn't concern me. I'm not that type of girl. And it's just like it's like, oh, it's horrible. It's really, really horrible. And I just remember once I left school, I actually went to a college nearby. It's actually in Worthing. It's just literally just up the road from where I live now, or down the road. Yeah. And I suddenly, it's like I was accepted, and I just didn't get that, because there were actually a lot of kids went to that college who I'd actually already been at school with, been all the way through school with, and suddenly they just started being nice to me. It's almost like, okay, finish school, we're not going to bully you anymore, which was nice, but it was very confusing. And also I was meeting new people who they just didn't know me, so I was meeting them, and they were treating me nicely. And it's like, and it's almost like I felt I had a dirty secret. It's like, I can't tell them that I was unpopular. I didn't even call it bullying. I called it being unpopular. I won't tell them that I was unpopular at school. I won't tell them what I'm really like. That's how I kind of saw it. But but I was even invited to a party, when I was like, I think I just turned 17. And it was, I remember her name, Mary Lou, or was it her friend? I think her name was Suzanne. Yeah, they got it. Yeah, they were a double act. They were brilliant. They were lovely. And they were dental nurses, actually, because I was on a pre-nursing course where I obviously did, well, obviously, but I did go on to be a nurse. And we had two dental nurses on just in our English A-level course. So I got invited, and it's like, oh my God, a party, a real party. I mean, the thing is, in primary school, I went to parties, but they were children's parties. This was a proper teenage party. And I'm like, oh my God. And I told my mum, I've been invited to a party. And got really excited about it. It's like, oh, great. It came to it, and even we went out shopping. I bought new outfits, new shoes, and whatever. And I was just really excited for this party. Day party came. I couldn't go. I was just like, no, I can't face it. I really just can't face all those people. What if I don't get what they're talking about? What if, and I was just overanalyzing. In the end, I just feigned illness and I didn't go. My mum said, shouldn't you call her? And I'm like, no, I don't think we do that sort of thing. It's just, I just don't turn up, and I just apologise on Monday when I see her. So I didn't go to my first party. I was invited. I went to loads, when I was a student nurse. Once I'd actually moved to London, I went to loads of parties. So, it wasn't the end of the world, but it was at the time. But that, now I realise it was my autism. I would have been very awkward at that party. And this is another thing. I would go to like social, I mean, even way into adulthood. This doesn't happen so much now, for the simple reason I don't allow it to happen. it's like, I remember a therapist once saying to me, what is the worst that can possibly happen, Mary? When I said, yeah, but this one, what's the worst that can possibly happen? And that's just stuck in my head more than I think he realised it would stick in my head. Took a long time to sort of kind of just like, yeah, he's absolutely right, spot on. So it made me bolder. So yeah, thank you. I can't remember his name, but you know, thank you so much. But you know, I just remember being like in my childhood, teens and 20s, and I'd be in social situations. This is the thing, I was an extrovert without even realising I was an extrovert, thinking, oh my God, I'm too shy. But I think people often confuse the two though. Shyness and introversion aren't the same thing. Shyness is when you struggle you basically just, you want to be perfect, and if you can't be perfect, it's like, you know. So and introversion is when you you don't thrive in when you're with people. Oh yeah, I definitely thrived much more when I was with people. I just wanted to be a part of everything, but I was too, you know, I just couldn't push myself forward. But I would push, you know, sometimes I did, and when I did that, I was, you know, and it's like, oh my God, suddenly I've become, the extrovert Mary would come out, and I would say stuff, and I just like really go on and on. I really push myself out of my shell and whatever. Oh my God, the burnout I got from that though, and the overwhelming feeling, I would just leave it, and it's like, whoa, oh my God, I just want to sleep. So, oh my God, I've got over 10 minutes again. Of course I have, because that's what I do. But yeah, as I'm going to chop these videos up and yeah, see how they naturally split up within the videos, if that makes sense. So yeah, you know, that's how I'm feeling now. It's very much a weight has been lifted, and it's kind of a eureka feeling that once I got over the initial shock, it's, yeah, oh my God, the burden is just gone. It's amazing, absolutely amazing.